Welcome back, fellow travelers, to the Never Ending Adventure Time podcast.
I am Russell T.
And I am DJ Nettie P.
Whoa, man, what is up?
What's up, brother?
Dude, I thought I sounded weird in my microphone for a minute there, but I don't. I sound so good. You sound good.
You sound sexy, baby.
Ooh, hey, what's up?
I love it.
Sounds like,
don't
get comfortable.
Spicy.
This is not this episode, and also we are friends platonically. My name is Russell, as I just said. This is a podcast about Adventure Time where we sometimes talk about Adventure Time.
Yeah, and sometimes we tangent.
Most of the times we don't do that. This episode, we're talking about the pods.
The pods,
Season 2, episode 13.
I know, man. How you feeling?
How am I feeling about this episode or just in general?
Episode first, then I'd like to hear about you.
Okay, this episode to me did not give me a lot.
What do you mean?
Well, there's some moments that I feel like really tried to sell me on the episode. There's some cute moments. There's some things with, the piggies are adorable. I like all the fairy tale references. I just don't really think this is an episode that does much for what I want Adventure Time to do. I think it's a fun one-off episode, but I think it just feels short. It feels like it's obvious and it's short.
Yeah. It is pretty obvious when it's like, it's not going to be what they think is the evil thing that comes out of the pod. Because then that would just be boring. Be like, oh, a dragon flew out of the pod and we killed it.
Yeah, the wands were evil.
Yeah, actually, that was I had a theoretically speaking.
Really? That's your theoretically speaking?
Is what if the wands were the evil thing and the more you used the wands or it got to a certain that you got eviler and eviler.
Interesting.
Because
but it didn't affect Finn or Jake, and they were using the wands before the piggies were.
They used them like briefly, and I'm thinking like maybe because the pigs were using the wands like the whole day that they were building the house,
and maybe they were young and more easily influential.
Yeah, that was a thing. It was a fun thing to think about. I don't actually believe that because I also have a great theory about the pods and like the kind of a cool concept I thought about with the pods.
Okay, is
that in its essence, like the pigs were evil, right? And one pod,
the ice cream was evil. I don't know why you're getting that wrong.
The ice cream was evil.
Hey man, lots of saturated fats. I'm just saying.
It's not healthy for you. That's for sure.
It's not.
But
it's a slow death.
No.
What?
What are you talking about?
Too much ice cream?
Too much ice cream.
Yeah, too much of anything could kill you.
Yeah.
That's why I think ice cream was evil.
Maybe so, but Jake's ready for the ice cream.
All right, and what were you saying?
I was saying though that the pigs are evil. One pod brings out something that actually makes them more powerful, and the other pod brings them something that kills them, basically. So it's kind of like this cool little triumvirate balance.
Oh yeah, like a triforce. Of pods.
It's like the pigs, and then like the one thing that can make them powerful and evil, and then the one thing that can destroy them.
Which is interesting because it sure seems like if you're going to dedicate your life to doing something, such as the gnome night.
Yeah, get off to the gnome night.
I mean, why that? Okay, he does not know what the pods contain. He doesn't know how evil it is, but he sure seems to be pretty damn convinced that the pods are super evil, or the one pod is super evil enough to dedicate his life to it. I don't know how long his life is. But he must have lived past his lifespan, like protecting this pod, because he dies. He Indiana Jones dies.
He's straight up Holy Grail obliterates and turns into dust.
Yeah, it's like when the dude from the Holy Grail, the knight from the Holy Grail,
when he
passes on the
when he drinks
quest.
The wrong cup. No, it's not even the knight.
I was thinking when he passes on the quest, because that's what the frog had, or the gnome had to do.
Yeah, I was thinking about
he had to find someone to pass on the quest to, and then he was like, "All right, you're stuck forever. You can't go back.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta do this quest now." And Finn just blindly is just like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna protect these beans for forever. Sure, I'm all about it."
Yeah. So he really was cool with like.
He's done this a couple of times. Mm-hmm. He did it in Henchman with Marceline, where he's like, "I'm going to be your sidekick forever," and also in Wizard. Yeah, he just voluntarily jumps into something. And though in Wizard, He doesn't
Wizard, he
really
was
know
deceived.
that.
Yeah, he was deceived into that one for
But
sure.
he wasn't deceived by Marceline. He willingly said, "Set him free. I'll take over his space or his place."
Yeah, and that was the only thing that bugged me. Not necessarily that he took on this one. I feel like could have been a lifelong quest that you could take on. But why in the world did they just have to sit there in the hot sun for so long? Like, it was a little tiny chest. All the quest was make sure that these don't get planted. So, bro, put them in your book bag.
They don't get used or anything.
Take them home.
Yeah.
Put them in a locked case if that's your quest. And, that's the quest. You don't there's a lot of better ways to guard that.
It's true. Yeah, you could put them in a safe or something.
Yeah, and I guess the gnome, if you think about, we don't know about gnome knights in the Adventure Time universe, but I would assume...
Or why he was a frog.
Somebody turned him into a frog.
I think it's just to lay in another layer of fairy tale into this episode.
Like Princess and the Frog meets Three Little Pigs meets Jack and the Beanstalk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Meets, what is it, the red shoes? I looked it up at one point.
Yeah, I saw the red shoes. Yeah. But the only thing that, and I was like, maybe that's what gnome knights do. Maybe because, think about a gnome. You set it out in the yard and it just stands there forever, right? So, maybe that was kind of a funny joke about, gnomes just stand around and guard houses.
Protect the yard.
Isn't that what they, the concept is you put gnomes in your yard and they protect your house from evil spirits or something?
Maybe so, but I've got no gnomes maybe underneath my house.
You over there yucking the gnomes?
I might have beneath-the-verse gnomes. I just don't even know about it.
I know. Well, no. What were the creatures when Finn gets captured for his energy? Those were gnomes. Okay.
Yeah, I just kept calling them goblins in that episode.
I would rather you not. Made me confused about it.
Yeah, I would rather. Let's just move on. Well, I wanted to do something real fast. I really liked the poor guy, the gnome knight. Finn and Jake encouraged him to die. I feel bad about that. So I think we should pay our respects.
Moment of silence.
Yeah. Well, a moment of silence doesn't really go over well
on a podcast.
So I was thinking maybe we each say something nice about him. And I don't have anything written down. So I'll let you go first.
I'm just going to give it with a little Hunger Games respect and be like.
Okay. Well, that's pretty good.
I don't know.
Well, we gather here today and just to pay our respects to someone that we really all loved and meant a lot to us, the Gnome Knight. And I want to say thank you for all that he did for all of humanity, for all of the world. He really guarded us from
the little piggies.
Little piggies. You're joking, Ned. You're joking, and he died. Gnome Knight died, and you're joking about it, and I don't appreciate that. All right, moving on.
I'm just thinking, what was the worst that was going to happen had Finn and Jake not the progression of power of the pigs? How
I don't know.
Much worse could it have gotten?
But they got worse as they got older, because when they were little baby pigs, which they got older faster, so maybe their lifespan, they might have died by tomorrow.
How
much damage can you do in a day?
Yeah, and good luck raiding the Candy Kingdom, because half the people are probably made out of ice cream.
But as they got older, they got more evil and smarter, and they were taking on Finn and Chess, or one of them was. They built a house that wasn't going to get blown over because it was made out of like a log. It was a log cabin. Yeah, you're not going to blow that over, Mr. Wolf. I don't know. I don't know how much damage they could really do. I think it was kind of blown out of proportion, and I feel sorry for the Gnome Knight.
That's what I was going to say. Is I just feel sorry for if that was it, that. Whoever told him that it was the most evil force in the universe,
he didn't have a family, he didn't have kids. Maybe he did. Maybe he gave it all away.
Gave it all up for the beans.
I feel sorry. Maybe we should pay our respects to the Gnome Knight again. And
I'm done. I'm done. With
all right, fine. Let's move on. Jake is really do we have to do the bean quest? And at first it's so funny because someone's going to do the bean quest, Did
it kind of remind you of playing really? A video game? And
I was going to say RuneScape, dude.
Yeah, when you're you do have one friend that's just dude, we have to do all the side quests to level up, and then the other friends are we're on the main mission. The main mission is Icecreamarathon. Come on.
It is every time you start a new RuneScape profile, You've got like 4 or 5 quests that everybody hates doing that you have to do. You got to do Cook's Assistant, Romeo and Juliet, Rune Mysteries, and Dragon Slayer. And it's like, honestly, to do Dragon Slayer, you almost, if you're a free player, you got to do all of them. But it is so annoying. Some of those, especially Romeo and Juliet, you're walking back and forth like 7 times. It is, oh man. So I get it, Jake. It's a bean quest. Do we really got to do the bean quest? There's ice cream waiting for us. And Jake's been training for it. So I don't blame him in a way.
I don't either.
But sometimes you got to do the bean quest, I guess.
Yeah. Finn's got to have a better discernment, though, on what is priority. Because, we've seen him even in a few episodes ago when he was like chewing up an apple and feeding baby birds, which is really sweet. But it seems like he doesn't think about the universe as a whole, and that like he's like literally just anything that's right in front of him he takes on, which is
trying to be a hero, man.
Somewhat valiant, but then somewhat like you got to start weighing out the options of like, is this worth my heroic time? You know?
I don't disagree. I do wonder though, how long would Finn have sat there protecting the bean box if it wasn't for Jake saying like they essentially failed the quest, right?
Yeah, they did fail the quest.
But how long would Finn have actually sat there, do you think, like protecting that box, doing absolutely nothing? Who's going after? Does anybody else know about the box? No one else knows about the box.
That's what I was saying. Just like lock it away.
Yeah,
like,
I think Finn would have sat there for a while. I think it really would have taken someone else coming in and being like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Let's go do something else.
I think regardless, not that Finn's not a good hero, but I think this was such an interesting quest that Finn would have done it for a while until somebody was like, what's he guarding?
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
And then actually like
Princess Bubblegum
bested him. Yeah.
I bet PB would have been like, hey, what are you doing? You're supposed to be my knight. Like,
she's going to scientifically dissect these beans because Finn won't leave them alone,
Yeah, she'll take them apart one by one. Like dismantle the bomb, the beans.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
I like that.
But I don't know, man. It was just a disappointing like that Finn did that. But I guess it turned out better. I want to know what happened to the wands. Because they obviously like the pigs exploded, and now like do the weird like mushroom penis people like have magic wands now?
The mushroom what people?
The mushroom penis people.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought that's what you said.
Yeah, those houses. There's no way the animators were like,
that's what mushrooms look like.
We can't. But yeah, okay. You can also draw up a mushroom with like a little red cap and make it look a little bit more cartoony, and that was straight up penis mushrooms.
Well, are you surprised? The third pod was a butt, and it was pooping,
and it was pooping out ice cream out.
That's just how this. That's how this show is, man. Pendleton Ward has something going on
butts.
We love Penn Ward, and we want him on the podcast. But
I need to hear about the butts, man.
I gotta know about the butts. Why?
I got to know about the
butts. What is up with all the butts? And even the ones were pooping glitter, according to Finn or Jake, one of them.
Pooping glitter.
Yeah. Not evil, but clearly could be used for evil further down the line. But
yeah, that's why I was wondering whose hands they fell into, like after the pigs exploded.
I don't know. It's just another item that Finn and Jake had at one point that could have been cool, and they decided wasn't worth holding on to.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably so, because wands are for wimps.
They were, except for if you're an evil little piglet and you know how to use them to like turn mushroom people different colors and destroy their town.
Yeah. Okay, well, I've got a good question for you to lead us into the lovelies. Is your lovely the gnome knight?
No.
Is it one of the pigs?
It's all of the pigs.
You can't pick all the pigs.
I want all the pigs.
I was going to say...
Fine, construction worker pig.
I was going to say construction pig.
Yeah.
Also, the pigs were strippers.
Well, I thought they were village people.
There we go for village people. I went with stripper. You went with village people.
Yeah. If you don't know who the village people are, it's the YMCA people.
Yeah.
So, yes, you know who the village people are. But they all dress up like different occupations, essentially.
Yeah. And that's like that. But then I was like, okay, there's also like a bumblebee one. So I was like, okay, so they're strippers. They might have been strippers. Maybe they were just like... girls on Halloween is what I'll say. Girls on Halloween. Yeah, I was going to say another adjective, but let's just leave it there. I thought they were cute as a button, man. They couldn't even hold a pencil. I know. Good.
And what was it? Finn was like, that doesn't bode well for their grade point average.
That was my tops of the episode. Was like, that doesn't bode well for their grade point average.
That is so good. And the questions are all just like, are you evil? Like what would you do if you were bad? And then the one of just like, do you have allergies? Yeah, just so we know, so we don't feed you peanuts or whatever. It's ice cream.
Yeah.
It was so good. Yeah, man, but that would suck to be allergic to ice cream, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much just like being allergic to milk.
That's true.
It's like milk and sugar.
Well, yeah, I was going to say you definitely would be allergic to dairy, like ice cream dairy. No one's allergic to just ice cream. It's it's dairy.
That's very true.
That'd be very specific. I'm allergic to like cold dairy. Like when dairy's like really cold.
Not milk, just cold.
Dude, what I was curious, do you have a favorite like dessert or ice cream flavor?
Dang, you stole my question, man.
I gotcha.
Favorite ice cream flavor, man. Fish food is up there. Ben & Jerry's fish food's up there for me.
Fish food, interesting.
Yeah, that's up there for me. I would have to say, if not fish food, then weirdly enough, a Cookout Milkshake. That's an Oreo M&M Cookout Milkshake. So good.
Just Oreo and M&M?
Yeah,
like not I know like mocha or
no, just OG Oreo, because like pretty much when you grind up Oreos into a milkshake like that, it becomes cookies and cream ice cream.
True.
Which is also like, let's not overlook cookies and cream ice cream.
No.
But throw the M&Ms in there and they crunch up and they become like really like little crunchy hard candies. It's a good texture to flavor combination. That would be my ice cream marathon ice cream.
Am I going to Cookout after this and trying that?
You should.
Maybe. It's either that or the Bell.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure yet. I am starving though. Man, that's interesting. I gotta say coffee ice cream. I'm just a coffee ice cream guy. It's like coffee chocolate chip. If you get it,
I was gonna say you gotta throw in some like mocha chips in there.
Yeah, if you got that going, like I am so into that.
Now, could you ice cream marathon that one? Could you eat that one every mile? Like if you were running a marathon, eat that one.
Yeah.
Or that
it's the best. Coffee ice cream is the best ice cream.
I was gonna ask, like, that leads me into my next question. What is the ice cream marathon?
I don't know.
I was going to see if you had any thoughts about, is it running a marathon?
I think it's just eating. It's like a 24-hour ice cream-a-thon.
Okay.
I think you're just eating ice cream for 24 hours straight.
Just that's the haul. It's not, because remember in the Witch's Garden episode, we learned that Jake doesn't run. Like Jake doesn't run when he's baby man Jake. And he's like, "Ooh, this is tight." So I was like, I don't think it would be a 26-mile run while you eat ice cream, or 26 miles of ice cream laid out on the ground and you have to go down and
just a scoop at a time.
Just a scoop at a time. That was my other, because then he wouldn't be running, but
only he could do that.
Yeah, only he could do that.
No one else could do that. We saw Finn in the last episode try and rearrange his guts for more food, and it didn't work.
Jake can rearrange. Like he can. Like
Jake can.
We've seen it. Did we see it already, or is it a future episode when he like eats a bunch and then just goes and then like shrinks back down?
I think we've already seen that. Yeah. I can't remember what episode that was, but it does remind me. Speaking of, there's one quote that Jake says. He's just like, "I've always got room for ice cream, Finn." At the very end, He's aggressively,
very angry that Finn, and I would be too. I give him the credit here of. This whole episode, Jake has been so frustrated because that's all he wants to do. And he's like, ha, Jake, you just had so much ice cream. You're not going to have room for more. And he's like, dude, stop trying to get me out. I'm going to this marathon. Like, stop trying to convince me not to.
Yeah, he's got priorities. I didn't even think about that. I forgot. Like, it really is like a whole day adventure that Jake's just like, dude, we got to get to the freaking ice cream marathon.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe there is something we got secretive that Finn is not a big fan of ice cream.
Oh, well, are you hinting at that, or do you know?
No.
Okay.
But like, I don't. Does he even eat a scoop of it out of the pod ever in this episode? Like,
does seem weird for a kid to not be. I don't know.
Super pumped on ice cream.
I don't want to go forever on this because I wasn't looking for that when I watched the episode. But I was thinking, dude, like my girlfriend has a thing for ice cream where she has that. There's always room for ice cream. I don't understand it. That girl does not eat a lot of dinner. But she will be like, I'm full, I'm stuffed, or as she says, I'm round.
and then go and eat 3, 4 scoops of ice cream.
Well, as soon as you say ice cream, it's just like, I guess we're going to Kroger. We're picking up ice cream. I don't get it, but she's got that Jake stomach for sure when it comes to ice cream. So
that's a fact, baby.
Well, I don't know. Good for them. I don't have it.
I don't have it either. I feel that.
No, but the endless ice cream in the pod was my tops of the episode for sure.
Yeah.
Even though it looked a little gross to begin with, it was definitely a butt that was pooping out ice cream. I did think it was weird. Isn't the number one rule you have as a child not to like eat things you don't know about or consume something that you're just unsure what it is? The first thing Jay does is start eating the brown liquid coming out of the butt pod.
Yeah, he's just not very smart.
No, I don't know, man. I just felt like that was a cringe moment for me because I was just like, why this whole scene? Why the butt? Why the poop? Why is he eating it? It's a cartoon.
Yeah, I don't have much to say.
It's a cartoon.
That's all I have to say. I think it's an awesome power, an awesome pod full of ice cream, and I would sure love to know where that exists in the Adventure Time universe. And
did they hold on to that?
Well, it's planted in the ground. I would assume that
you like cut it off,
it would kill the thing. So maybe just Jake constantly goes back and revisits the ice cream springs, you know?
Yeah, dude. Oh man, that's a cool thought. I like that. I wish they could store it or like uproot it in some way.
Yeah, I think you'd think also Princess Bubblegum would want to steal that and put it in the Candy Kingdom because that would probably be like
seems really useful.
Water.
For her.
It would probably be water to the candy people.
Yeah, that's true.
So and then an unlimited source of it. Like that's Princess Bubblegum would like find a fascist way to capitalistic way to.
Well, that's why she wouldn't do it because then there would be an unlimited supply, and when there's an unlimited supply, you can't exactly sell it for anything. It's unlimited.
That's true.
Air costs nothing. You know.
Yeah,
the water does.
In the Lorax, it does.
Water costs money, so maybe not.
Well, water's not unlimited.
I mean,
there is a finite amount.
You're right. That's fair.
That's fair. But
depending on your location,
we digress. We definitely don't tangent.
No, we don't, and we also don't just randomly cut and go into a commercial.
No, we don't do that either. Folks, y'all don't even know what we got going down in town this weekend. Y'all need to come on down to the Little Piggy Strip Club. We got evil piggies galore, all stripping down in the stripper clothes. We got Johnny, evil construction stripper worker. We got evil Jimmy. He looks like a little doctor. And we got evil Deborah. She's a little bumblebee. So come on down this weekend. Come get your unlimited ice cream buffet at the Little Evil Piggy Strip Club, located in scenic Mushroom Penis Town. Yo, Russ.
What's up, Ned?
I got a question for you.
Yeah, man, shoot.
All right. With your moral code, would you blow up a little cute construction piggy if it were to defeat ultimate evil? Do you have it in you?
How evil?
Like, I guess Finn assumed the piggy was the ultimate evil because that's what he was told.
Okay, so the piggy's evil.
Now, do you think that you could turn the piggy? Good.
I guess I'm just stuck on like how evil are we talking?
Evil enough to swing around a rainbow wand.
Yeah, and I have to destroy the evil.
Yeah, like it's like you got the ice cream gun.
Sorry, I'm just being annoying. I don't know.
you know if you got it in you.
I could do it. I could kill it.
I know. Maybe.
Yeah, it's a. Oh, gosh, I don't know if you just hung out, built a house with it, and played chess and.
Yeah, they developed a relationship, and then Finn usually looks at evil people and just like
he hesitated though.
Let's turn him good. He hesitated because he was cute.
Yeah, he was adorable, but it wasn't about the relationship they had built up or anything like that. It was simply
and Finn also didn't. You think that Finn would take at least one of the piggies and be like, okay, stop, man. Let's try to restrain him because like he's not that evil. We can turn him good. We hung out yesterday and built a house, whatever, you know.
But the pods were evil, man. The bean plant was evil, and I think just simply by definition, he was like, "There's no changing this piglet." Yeah, it was born. I mean, that's like one instance where something was actually born evil, and it wasn't about environment. It was simply.
That's true. That's true. It was just straight up nature.
Or nature.
Nature.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry.
That's very true. But
I don't know.
Okay. Well, that made me think.
Could you kill the The pig
I don't know. Yeah, I played in Angry Birds. You know, that's what this reminded me of like pigs
That's what this reminded you
exploding.
of. I don't. It just, man. I think I am allowed to not love an episode.
Yeah, that's
And
okay.
I think this is an episode for me. I'm sorry, y'all. I want to talk about this a lot more and dive deeper into this. But I really, when I was looking at this episode, the motivation for it just wasn't there for me. I don't know why.
I feel like you have always liked episodes a little bit more when they are. It's either a great quest and like it's like Dungeon. Like Dungeon's still I think the tops of our. I mean even this far into season
so
2.
good.
Yeah. But like a great quest like Dungeon or something that's establishing more storylines with characters, like
Or building the world
Rain
or
and Corn's
something.
parents,
Yes.
building the world, learning more about the world, learning more about LSP. Like,
But even then, yeah, I don't know. Even then, it just doesn't feel like it was even that great of a story arc.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And you said it was predictable.
It was predictable. It started and it ended before I knew it.
Yeah, it's okay, true. You know, but I guess we had a handful of those in season 1. You know,
We did.
So
And sometimes they're really fun. Sometimes I really love them. And I think I'm going to get some hate for this because I think people probably will end up really liking this episode. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying I don't think I'm going to be rewatching this episode if I don't have to.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. This won't be talked about in our like top 5 list at the end of the season for sure.
Probably not. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be a bummer. Let me go kill a pig and make it up to you guys.
Yeah,
I choose killing the pig.
Violence,
Dude, I will say I did like that. It was like kind of that Dragon Ball Z moment of Finn with the ice cream and the pig with the wand.
I compared it to Lord Voldemort in Harry Potter. You know,
but does it?
Two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, it's true. And then I honestly, you could just like make a reference to anything because I was like, then they go straight up, and I'm like, it's like Tron.
It's like Tron.
It's not like Tron at all. But
I'm just thinking about like Finn and a pig, but then like put them in a Tron,
the Tron bikes,
like edit them into the Tron movie. That'd be kind of fun.
That'd be fun.
Oh man, I've got two interesting kind of facts about Jake and ice cream here. Lay it on me. In Slumber Party Panic, like first episode of the whole entire series, we hear Jake say, "I can't eat chocolate because it would kill me." And
but
this
the
one,
pod
he's over here eating chocolate ice cream.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, so that's
Just an inconsistency.
Inconsistency a little bit, or Jake's not actually allergic to chocolate.
Maybe so. I can't remember the context of that. Why was he in the first episode denying chocolate?
Oh, it was something. It was either with Mr. Cupcake being a chocolate cupcake, or it was like something like we've got. Which do you like better, chocolate or vanilla? He's like, well, I can't eat chocolate because it would kill me. So neither.
Gotcha.
You remember? And then also in one of the episodes, I don't think we've gotten to it yet, but it's called Still. It's a great episode. Ice King. It's a good Ice King like Finn and Jake in the Treehouse episode, which is really cool. But he states that Jake has sensitive teeth. However, Jake has no problem with eating great amount of ice cream in this episode and in business time. So,
and this is just something. This is not like something that you've thought of or whatever. Did you find this?
I found this one. I was looking at like facts about this episode,
factoids.
And factoids about
Nitties, factoids.
There's a lot of
go.
great
Did it?
nitty factoids.
Oh, come on! Don't make it right. Making fun of me.
Well, you know, there's some the wiki pages out there, which is where I get a lot of my facts and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, cool. I was like, damn, that's an observation right there.
Yeah, they pull out some good, really deep inconsistencies like that. I wouldn't have been able to remember that on my own, but it's really cool to like see that we can make note of them now, and especially for future episodes, be like, oh yeah, like that's what they were referring to. And
cool.
Why does Jake like ice cream so much?
Yeah, I love that.
I know.
Well, I guess that's the beauty of doing this. 10 years after the fact is that people have broken down this show a little bit online already,
Yeah.
and we can at least use it as a guide for certain things. But
yeah, it's a guide to make us like, obviously we just talked 30 minutes about this episode on our thoughts and walkthroughs and feelings and emotions about it. But then let's go even get some more experts on like, I didn't pick up on that. I didn't see this. And those people don't break it down like we do, man.
No, we break it down in a fun little brotherly kind of a way.
Fun of brothers.
I got a really cool quote for you that I really loved. It's right at the end. So I guess the town leader, the mayor of the penis mushroom town.
Yeah,
and
penis mushroom.
Are you
mayor.
yawning on me? Am I bored you on this podcast?
I was gonna say penis mushroom mayor.
He goes, "Thank you, Finn and Jake, for sort of saving our village."
Yeah, it was pretty destroyed.
Pretty destroyed, but for whatever reason, when Jake eats all the ice cream, it's completely fixed. He solved everything. It was just ice cream on it, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
They definitely burned some of those buildings down,
yeah.
And there were massive holes in the mushrooms, but we digress, I suppose. It's just a cartoon.
Yeah, maybe that's the magic part of the ice cream. It could regenerate itself, and you could rub it on houses and regenerate houses.
Or on wounds, maybe. We never saw that, unless you're a piglet.
Yeah, unless you're a piglet. Oh, it could be for my fans out there that we want to talk about going to the Citadel, and that episode in the white goo is the ice cream made out of the same stuff that the white goo is made out of. That's a theory there. It could be good. So I'll let the fans sit with that for a little bit.
Cool. I can't sit with that at all.
I know. I thought about that for a quick second. And I was like, oh, how can I not spoil anything?
I was distracted by white goo.
Goo.
Whatever that is.
Well, tell me what you learned today, Russell.
What did I learn? I learned never to trust a pig.
That's not bad. That's not a good lesson.
And let's see. 1 in 3 beans are evil, and that's just science.
So what happens when you eat a bowl baked beans?
Baked beans, you're eating. Well, unfortunately, you're 30%. Eating a lot of beans. I think the thing is, even though you are what you eat, I don't think in that situation you necessarily are becoming evil, a third evil. I think your body, everybody knows, as is science, that your stomach has a way of digesting evil.
Digesting and processing evil.
So thank goodness.
Turning it into ATP energy.
True.
Is that the only two lessons I got?
I got 2. Well, those are my 2 lessons.
I was just making sure.
What's your lesson?
I didn't want to cut you off. From Jake's line in the beginning, ice cream is good.
Ice cream's so good.
I just love the way he inflected that. He's like, ice cream is good.
I need to do Oreos and M&Ms now at Cookout. Gosh, dang it.
Give it a test run and let me know. There's something, it's overly simple, and that's what makes it so beautiful.
I think the biggest shame of this episode is that the pigs explode and you don't get to cook them and make bacon.
There's no bacon. Well, that got
evil
confetti
bacon
in them, man. Evil confetti.
Confetti.
Stars and butterflies.
What is up with that? I don't know.
That's what you feel evil with.
Can't have blood on Adventure Time, I guess.
No. I'm gonna have a lesson. I think you should. We didn't talk about this. Work and fun don't mix unless you're a clown.
Unless you're a clown.
I love that line too.
And apparently Jake says that a lot, or something. It's
He's like, you know what you say? Work and fun don't mix unless you're a clown.
We've talked about it before, man. Everything becomes work at some point, even if it's your passion,
Yeah.
If you're really going after it and really doing it, you're going to have to do things that you don't love.
Yeah.
And, sometimes when you're a hero, you just gotta sit there and protect some beans.
Yeah. That's very true. Yeah. No, it's maybe that's my lesson. You should be a clown so you can mix fun and work together.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that the only occupation that fun and work mix well in?
I don't think so. Maybe we could have a list. I'm trying to think what would be the ultimate fun thing to do, and then technically it's a bad job, but you're like, that's a great job.
Definitely being a TikTok influencer.
I think for our DJ Cowboy Hat who loves his guitars, it'd be like a guitar tester.
Yeah, like a guitar tech.
Yeah.
That is work and it's exhausting, but also it's very rewarding.
If you were doing it for your favorite band, that would be some fun work.
Yeah, there's just no 2 ways about that.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. I was also thinking trampoline tester.
Trampoline testing
could really be dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah.
With that, danger and fun.
Who's the American Idol MC? I was blanking on his name.
Simon Cowell.
No, the MC.
Ryan.
Yes. Seacrest. Ryan Seacrest.
Say Reynolds.
Wow. I blanked.
Dude,
hard.
I was too.
He went to UGA.
He spoke at my graduation.
Yeah, our
Go
graduation.
Dogs, by the way.
Our graduation.
Our graduation.
Jeez. Yes, he did.
Last lesson, man. I wanted to be really lame because this was semi-lame episode. can't judge a book by its cover, man. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Super lame.
Well, so was this episode.
Oh.
Anyways, y'all, despite my negative attitude toward this episode, it was good. Go watch it if you want to. And hopefully you did to listen to our podcast. And hopefully our podcast made it better in some way. Maybe when I go back and re-listen to this, I'll go, oh, well, you know what? There is something there, and I'm overlooking a little bit.
I typically, after I make notes on an episode and watch it for that first time, and I will go back and watch it a second time, I'm like, oh, and give it a day. I'm like, oh, well, there's a whole deeper thing I could have gone into here that like I totally missed the first time.
Well, maybe it'll get me even after I've already done all that. But anyways, y'all, go check us out. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. And Ned, you're yawning again, man.
It's
Am
late.
I boring you that
It's
much?
late, bro.
I know, I'm starving. It's almost 9 p.m. and I haven't had dinner, and I don't think you have either.
Yeah, I have.
I've just had these Mike and Ikes that are DJ Cowboy.
I live on Mike and Ike's, baby.
Yeah, apparently he doesn't like them. And
I'm only really a fan of chocolate candy.
yeah, I don't blame you. Well, anyways, we're just thinking about food. Y'all, thank you so much. Follow us on Instagram at Never Ending Adventure Podcast, TikTok at Never Ending Adventure Cast, Twitter at NEA_podcast, and email at NEA.travelerslog@gmail.com. Please email us whatever your thoughts are or about an episode that's coming up or something like that. I'd love to get that section going in this episode or this podcast if we could. But either way, thank you so much for another awesome week with us, and I'm looking forward to next week.
Yeah, I think it'll be a fun one, man. I think we got Zergiok in the Goblin Kingdom, I think, is next week. If I'm not mistaken, could be mistaken, but I love that episode, so I'm just kind of excited about it.
Cool.
Even if it's 1 or 2 from now, I'm excited about it.
I haven't checked it out yet. Well, I'm pumped, and last thing, I guess, party forever.
I love that you guys.